Now, my name is Matthew Johnson, and this is where I was forced into taking my plea offer with Douglas, Christopher, Hanson, and Gale Rieder at the helm of things. I felt like it was in my best interest to do it for my family. Not only that, I did it for myself to be able to come out here and fight this case and get the Innocent Project involved and get other help, to send my case as far as Washington, D.C. because I believe somebody needs to hear my cry. Not only that, I'm not just fighting for myself. I like to say that I'm fighting for my kids because without me being in their life, it seems like their life will be a struggle. They yearn the love that I give them. They yearn the laughs, and this is what this man tried to take from me. But he slandered me in such a way that, okay, I could be with my kids, but I can't take them to Bullwinkle. I can't take them and do the fun things. I can't throw the every year birthday parties that I normally throw because of the situation that this man has put me under with the false pretense of him serving me with a case that he charged to my wife. It's ridiculous, and furthermore, I like to put on the record, since they want to think and talk like that it's okay, that yes, Douglas Hanson, you knew for a long time that I was at home, because in this jurisdiction you had no power to arrest my wife. And furthermore, we tested the fact that I was forced out of jail. We tested would I be arrested, because you knowingly knew that you couldn't arrest me and send me back into there because there was agreement to force me out during that 22 days of me taking that sick pill. You know who I prayed to? I prayed to one man. And that one man was God. I held on to this and I let him lead me down this path, because in a lot of ways, if it wasn't for God, I probably would have tried to kill myself. I probably would have actually did it. I tried to attempt to do it 3 different times. My Facebook followers, they supported me, but at the same time I was in so much pain and so much hurt that nobody would listen to my cry. Nobody would really pay attention. But now I'm asking for somebody to reach out and give me hope, give me a reason to live for my kids again, because I don't know, at times, I have nightmares. I can't sleep. I'm always thinking what y'all done to me, what y'all say to me. I have people look up stuff for me and they can't find nothing. It's like you made me register within 10 days of this plea, which took place July 9th, 2015. I had 10 days, and I didn't even have a parole officer to report to actually get a approved address. So you forced my wife and I in a condition where I had to sneak in and out of our home because I don't want her to get in trouble and get evicted because you called with slander remarks towards me. You said that there was a subpoena. First of all, you subpoena a victim. You switch up the role and made her a witness. Come on, Douglas Hanson. How is you getting away with so much wrongdoings? You got so many people covering you because you know that you helped Kerry Wyland through emails take away my constitutional rights. You know for a fact that email that you and Kerry A. Wyland got don't have my permission on it at all, because I can assure you I never knew who Kerry Wyland was for her to make that call. She was assigned to me May 19th. She sent me a letter on the 20th saying that she was actually my attorney. So she didn't even have time to look at my case because you supposedly waived my preliminary hearing rights away on the 22nd. This is very wrong. And no letterhead on the email. It's almost like you attempted to place it on the copy machine, and one line you couldn't get rid of, so you left it. You altered the emails to make it seem like I wanted to waive my preliminary hearing. No wonder why my rights was violated to a right to fast and speedy trial. Because you guys wasn't ready. You strung me along with no indictment for several months. I didn't have an indictment until I forced Tripp to formally read me the charges that I was facing. Even in the first charges, the first audio on May 19th, he didn't read off an indictment. It was just some colleague of yours reading off nothing but lies again. She said that the pills were found on me and that my wife was caught hooked. And you know for a fact that's all lies. So it's like, now I'm forced to take your state offer because I didn't have help from my public defender who was in your back pocket. And y'all was writing me teleport. You know, I like to, show proof of everything. I got evidence of everything that I keep on these people. So I go to right here and I look. This is my email address of them. Just nothing but hate. Nothing but hate. I can't imagine how a person feel when they can't fight for their own rights. Look at this. All Gale Rieder. This is Gale Rieder's madness. I'm glad I'm done with them. I'd rather take a plea bargain and fight it on the outs than to let y'all crucify me in front of a jury of my peers. At least you gave me a chance to fight this, Douglas Hanson, and I'm glad you did. And furthermore, I like to say that before I start this thing, that Gale Rieder only went over one piece of paper with me, and that was the sign the plea deal. These people wanted to get rid of me so bad that they had everything filled out, all my information, all my address information, everything that you can possibly think of about me. They knew it. But what she didn't tell me is that if I don't ask her to file the petition to appeal, that I'm not eligible for post-conviction relief. And I played her for as long as I could, and I wanted to see if she was going to help me, and she did, and I had to send her an email forcing her, saying to her, it is not an option for you. I want you to file a notice of appeal on my behalf. And if you don't want to do that, please let me know. You know, of course, she played her ropes right and she filed for the notice of appeal. And I know it's going to get denied. So I don't see why they would deny it, because if they did deny it, I'm going to still show it through post-conviction relief, and it's nothing Douglas Christopher Hanson can do about it this time. I got too much evidence. I got y'all side and I got my side, which is the truth. And all these slanderous things you did and you made me a sex offender on, this is what's so unethical about the fact that my plea bargain, it contradicts. For one, you got all these restrictions saying that I can't be around kids and minors and all that. And then I'm at home with a 14-year-old and a 3-year-old. And when I go around my family members, it's a whole lot of little kids. So that's a contradicting thing. And furthermore, it's like, you said I had a supposed victim, which was my wife, Jessica Johnson. But all of a sudden I can come home and live with her and be with her. It's almost like you set me up thinking I'm going to be mad and create this domestic violence that you got me under. No, that's not who I am. You charge me with Blakely enhancement factors and you think you got away with it by making it restrictions to my probation. And I want you to understand this. Y'all ran a different name on my background and I got proof beyond reasonable doubt that y'all did this, and y'all went as far as to cover it up. Y'all lying under oath. The district attorney has lied under oath. Douglas Hanson, that's you. Roger Smith lied under oath. Eric Hernandez. The only one that told the truth was my doctor. Why is that? You know, even Gale Rieder's lying under oath. She said we didn't have no evidence when we had piles and piles of evidence. But she never made any professional visits with me. She kicked me out of the very first visit, telling me that I suffer from a mental illness that she think that's stopping me from assisting and aiding in my own defense. And I thought, hey, to myself, you're lying. You know, I can assist and aid in my own defense. I want you to look at the reason why I don't want the deal, because Carrie Weiland stripped me of my constitutional right. She waived away my preliminary hearing without my permission. So therefore, I'm not taking the stay offer until y'all deal with that issue. They kept it off the table. They kept it off the table. And I kept fighting for it. I couldn't fight no more. When you don't have a lawyer that's willing to help you, what are you going to do? So my last court date is when I finally take the state offer. And I like to remind you, my wife had recorded Douglas Hanson a day before I took this plea offer. And the reason why I took the plea offer is because of the conversation that I heard them two having. It was like he said that he made her back in. Hold on. After charging her as a suspect, he then turned around and made her a victim again and told her that he's forcing her to come to testify and that she cannot claim husband-spouse privilege under the grounds that he considered her a victim, which is unethical. You can't charge the victim with a crime. If I'm the perpetrator that supposedly committed the crime on her, then there's no way in hell that I should be back home laying with her. You know, and these are things that the legislator need to be looking at and that the governor need to hear, because it's a lot wrong here. Douglas Christopher Hanson, Gale Rieder, you know. Now y'all telling me y'all robbed me for my money. Not only that, I got to turn around and pay you. Okay, listen to the court date.
Yes.